what looks like it's going to be a rather crowded SeaWorld. I have some punches left on my craft beer festival lanyard, so I wanted to come by and, well, use them before they expire, which still have a couple weeks, but you know what? There's so much going on, I figure today's a good day to come and have the last treats, maybe one repeat. We'll see, I don't know. Either way, I don't know what I'm going to do later. This might take a while, I don't know. The sampling sizes here tend to be very large, so this might complete it for the day. Again, I don't know what's going to go on, so let's head into the park and see what we can try. Well, I kind of know what I can try. There's really no mystery. Well, anyway, maybe it's a mystery for you, not for me. But then, whatever. Let's go, Brandon. Somewhere, the daytime SeaWorld Spooktacular is supposed to be going on, but I don't see it anywhere. It's usually over in the festival area, but it was blocked off as I came in from the main entrance. We're gonna keep walking around looking. Maybe they're doing it somewhere else, I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. They give out candy, but you know what, not the really good candy. I just passed the first booth where I thought about stopping, but the item I was gonna get is the beer battered popcorn rock shrimp, and I don't remember if I had it. Maybe someone in the court can let me know. Either way, I think I'll just skip it. It didn't sound like the most amazing thing for me. I like shrimp, but not really anything I would go out of my way for. So I'm gonna go for something I think first that I really want to have again. I think that's a safe bet. Back to an old favorite from Cigar City, the stout braised beef short rib. I had it once before and it was fantastic. So hopefully it will be just as good. And with it, it's just a Florida Man IPA. I'm not really running out of beers. I just didn't want to go too far. So I hate to be repetitive. So I'm just going to eat this and then we'll move on. The braised short rib was delicious as last time. Definitely worth coming for. I will point out that of all the festivals this year, at least at all the parks, that is the only item that I have gone back for seconds. So yeah, put you on notice, Universal, Disney. Anyway, so I think today's just going to be a catch up on just quick items. Nothing intense going on, I suppose. Anyway, and if the phone would stop being stupid. All right, so yes, there is a lot of chatter going on. Depends on the ebb and flow of the poll numbers, as disastrous as they are, and what's going to happen to the current occupier of the White House, and that would be Joe Biden, and whether or not he will be 25th or impeached or some other, scenario will befall him. Who knows? But here's the thing. I say, sure, yes, Kamala, go for it. Take him out. You get in there yourself, because I'm actually a lot less worried about Kamala occupying the White House than I am Joe Biden in there, because with Kamala, moving into the White House, that means the Senate will be permanently deadlocked for at least a year and a half, I suppose. And fun fact, there is absolutely no requirement to fill the VP slot. That's it. And there have been times in our history where we've gone months, or I think even a couple of years, without a vice president. And I think that would be great, And the secondary question, though, is would Kamala be any worse than Joe Biden? But does it really matter? I mean, like the succession in the Soviet Union, Cuba, or Venezuela, they're all just bad in different ways. So, regardless of what happens or how she gets there, within the next 4 years, of course, I think paralyzing the federal government is absolutely worth the risk. There is live entertainment going on, and I think it is worth crediting SeaWorld again, because they were the first park to bring back live entertainment after the nonsense. The holiday season is almost upon us, and SeaWorld is getting ready for Christmas. The lake trees, I guess we would call them, are, they're growing. Sort of wandering around the park, but not really. I think I did have the rock shrimp before. I think I remember it because that is the one where I did not try the sauce sponsored by Big Ketchup. So, again, if that's why I remember it, then I guess it wasn't that memorable. I came over here to Captain repeats, I think, because there was a corn dog listed. There was a corn dog listed in the guide, but I do not see a menu out there, so I don't know. I also did not see any corn dogs in the booth. Yeah, we'll see. All right, I think there might be one other thing I could have that I haven't had. I just maybe didn't think it was that good. Let me go find it because I don't really remember where it was. We are back for another beer and cheese stuffed beer slider from shoe bird. Yeah. Oh, get. Stop. I see you. I see you. All right. So, I see you. I don't remember where this is from, but I do remember it being pretty good, worth getting again. I'm watching you. No, yes, I'm watching you too. No, it's not for you. I see you. Yeah, there you go. Keep away. There you go. Good bird. No worries, folks. Just another encounter with a white-feathered, long-billed Democrat. They are all over the place because they're basically on theme park welfare, expecting everyone else to feed them. The Sky Tower is still not operational. Come on, SeaWorld, you have led on almost every other front. Why can't we have our Sky Tower back? Yes, I understand. It's a tiny little capsule with people sitting next to each other, but I don't care. The beer and cheese stuffed beer slider was super good. I think it was just as good last time. The reason I don't think I remember it is because I think it was the first thing I had during the festival, so the memory of that just kind of got pushed back behind everything else that was really good, so it just never occurred to me. But wow, okay, that was definitely worth getting again. I think I'm going to save my last punch for next weekend and come back, and it's going to be a battle between that slider and the braised, was it the braised beef? Anyway, we will make do somehow. Okay, so another quick cruise update. So far we are a go for Scarlet Lady. Yes, I am still a bit irked at Virgin Voyages for their wacky last-minute cancellation of what would have been the inaugural sailing of Scarlet Lady, but whatever. It will all be good in the end. However, after that, I am gonna have to make a choice between MSC Seashore and Norwegian Breakaway. I don't know. Now, I would prefer Seashore because I am booked on the North American debut. So that's something special. But I do recognize, and I do realize that, especially for me, I guess, MSC does not have the best reputation for food, except for the pizza, apparently. And it's a very Eurocentric type experience. I don't know how compatible that will be with me, but I don't know. I kind of really want to see. Now, it mostly depends on what their protocols are, particularly the mask rules. I mean, they still have plenty of time to change it, to come to their senses, to realize the data and how stupid they've been up until now. But, well, I know, they're European, so I'm not expecting a whole lot, but there is still hope. Anyway, although, you know what, I am trying to think about this maybe in a different light, since I would prefer to sail on Seashore. I never got to visit East Germany or North Korea. And, maybe a foray into that sort of petty authoritarianism would be interesting. It's just something to experience. And yes, I am absolutely comparing the mask mandates to Soviet dictators or genocidal socialists, who are the ones pushing the mask mandates anyway, even here. The Pumpkin Patch and the Tree Trail are a part of SeaWorld Spooktacular, which I didn't forget about. I just haven't made an effort. Yes, I just haven't made the effort. I didn't forget or anything to come to. So, it starts at 10 a.m. on weekends. That means I think I will come by next Saturday and do my trick-or-treating. I did get a picture with a mermaid. Somehow SeaWorld can pull that off, but we still cannot meet Ariel. Just failure after disappointment. Quick reminder that dessert is not a option here at the SeaWorld beer festival, craft beer festival. So I think I will have to go somewhere else. I was thinking about taking a quick ride on Mako and or Infinity Falls, but then I realized I could just come back during Hollow Scream when the wait times are, well, essentially nothing. So I will have to determine a dessert plan, and then I will execute it. So I'm going to make the very forward-looking statement and say, this is what I came up with. From Fairfax Fair, the Disney's Hollywood Studios 50th Celebration Sandwich Cookie, which is celebrating the 50th anniversary with a pretzel shortbread cookie sandwiched with strawberry jam and peanut butter chocolate fudge. It's a lot of 50s and a lot of anniversaries. The celebration sandwich cookie was pretty good. The cookie base was really good, a nice shortbread, and the jelly was a nice change in texture for frosting. So overall, it worked very, very well. So if you're looking for something that's kind of a traditional dessert but not a cupcake, I think that would be a good option. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay, so I was just finishing my walk through Hollywood Studios here in Galaxy's Edge. And speaking of failure, recently another creator chronicled the faces of YouTube, which is pretty prescient given my little kerfuffle that they caused the other day. And the conclusion was that YouTube has reached the adult phase of its life, meaning I guess it's he said they're the adult in the room compared to other video platforms. But making the case that YouTube is now safe and corporate friendly and all this kind of stuff. And that means they have the strongest future because, they've gone through everything. But I don't know if intentionally or is unaware, but otherwise ignored the other view of YouTube that is gaining a lot of prominence. The censorship, the political bias, the predacious propaganda, being way behind the curve on a lot of issues, preventing, by the way, people from understanding things, and a lot of currently evolving and continuously evolving stories. So actually, I'm not as optimistic. I think YouTube will grow. They will continue to grow for the foreseeable future, but with the reputation of being on the wrong side of most things. A reputation that will be deserved, by the way. Basically a source you can't trust, like the CNN of video sites. They will be a pitiful zombie that just won't die, but you're not sure how they're still alive. Come on, Disney, it's time to end this stupidity. I want to ride the Skyliner again, and Space Mountain, and Big Thunder Mountain, and all the rides that are really outside, and we both know that. And every other ride. And so does everyone else. It's goodbye from the Hollywood Studios parking lot after a very delicious lunch at SeaWorld and a very tasty dessert here at Hollywood Studios. Just a few things to talk about, kind of random things wanted to keep you updated on. But, well, the regular fun and learning, of course, will continue. And I did forget to do something today that you know what, I might do before I go home, but I'm not going to say what it is yet. So that might delay my departure by a few minutes. That's all. But it is another reason for me to be thankful for my problems. Nope, can't really see the sunset, but it's beautiful.